Tencent have just released their agentic memory layer, and it slashes the AI token usage by over 60% by optimizing the short-term memory of your AI agents. Hello everyone and welcome back to Build with AI series, where I cover local and free AI tools and build practical AI projects completely free of cost on consumer hardware. In this video, using the TencentDB-Agent-Memory, I'm going to be building an agent which never forgets your preferences by keeping your meeting notes into a persistent memory layer and generate the structured meeting memos automatically. The core idea of this new tool, which is TencentDB, is quite simple. We want the AI to completely handle the memory so we can entirely focus on creating and problem solving. We only have to worry about the innovation and don't have to constantly feed the background information back to the AI on every conversation turn. By fundamentally changing how AI saves information, this tool drops the token consumptions by over 60%. This means that your local AIs run incredibly fast, and if you are using paid APIs, your API costs drops drastically. It is not just about saving token. It actually makes the AI smarter, where the pass rates improve by over 50% on different benchmarks that checks whether the AI is able to memorize whole conversations or not. Because the token usage is lower, the context window is more cleaner, so the AI completes the complex coding and logical tasks much more successfully. Normally, when an AI tries to remember who you are from the past conversations, it guesses wrong half of the time. But this system boosts that accuracy really well, where the persona mem benchmark jumps from 48% to 76%, so it actually remembers your persona, your specific rules and preferences. A common mistake is just dumping every single past conversation into the given prompt, but that just simply confuses the AI. Good memory is not about hoarding everything to the AI, but only the exact rule or the context which is needed for the given query. Most standard AIs also use a flat vector store, where all the memories are just chopped into different pieces of vectors. You can think of vectors as just numbers which are converted from text using an embedding model, so the AI can understand all of those texts properly. But searching through these vast amount of flat vectors is like finding a needle in a completely unorganized drawer. To fix this model uses progressive disclosure, which you can think of as a layered pyramid scheme. It organizes the information from tiny details at the bottom all the way to the broad user preferences at the top. The bottommost layer is called the L0 layer, which is just the raw word-to-word history of your chat conversation. The AI will only look at this bottom of the pyramid if it needs a highly specific code or exact detail from the past. Moving one step up, we have the L1 atomic memory, which takes the raw text and extract the facts, preferences, constraints, and states of your conversation. Think of these as little sticky notes of what important things happen during the conversation. Then we hit L2, which groups these sticky notes into specific scenes or projects. Let's say if you are building a website, all the information about that website will be clustered into different project, topic, or workflow, so the AI can understand the bigger picture. Then at the very top is the L3 persona layer, which stores your permanent daily preferences, like your coding style, the tone of voice that you prefer. All these preferences are stored so the AI does not have to ask that again. And because each of these layers is doing them different job, they are stored in a heterogeneous storage, which means each layer is stored in some different memory type. For example, the heavy bottom layer is stored as a database, while the top layer is stored as human readable markdown files. The top layer gives the AI some quick instructions on what to do, but if the AI ever gets confused, it can trail back to the bottom layers to find the exact evidence why a certain decision was made. And unlike the other memory tools that aggressively summarize the whole conversation and lose its whole meaning, this system actually leaves a breadcrumb trail with a full traceability of the entire memory system. So you can always trace a high-level summary back to the original message of the conversation. For short-term tasks, this tool uses symbolic memory, where instead of reading thousands of lines of logs, the AI will condense the current state of a task into different symbols. It does it by creating a mermaid style of graph, which is just a lightweight flowchart which gives an AI a perfect map of what it has done so far without clogging up the memory with heavy text. It also combines context offloading, which you can think of as when an AI is calling a tool and it gets a raw messy text as the output. It doesn't have to keep that entire text in its active brain. It offloads that heavy data into a separate file, which is called offloading, so the basic flowchart is kept simple. And every box in the flowchart will have a node ID, so if the AI actually needs to read that massive text later on, it just have to look at the exact ID tag and grab only what it needs. You can incorporate this tool directly with OpenClaw or Hermes with just some simple plugins and adapters, which will act like bridges between the OpenClaw and Hermes tools, so they can talk to this and layered memory layer without breaking their internal systems. For my practical demo, I'm going to be using Hermes as my main reasoning agent, connected to TencentDB for the persistent memory, and for the AI brain, I'm going to be using the Gemma4 E2B model from Ollama, so there are no API costs involved whatsoever in the whole pipeline. The secret sauce here is the Gemma4 E2B model, which is recently updated with MTP or multi-token predictions, where instead of just generating one word at a time, it uses a small draft assistant which can predict the next token simultaneously, and then it passes on those candidate tokens to the main model, so the main model only has to look at those target tokens. This speeds up your local generations up to 3 times without needing an expensive graphic card installation. You can easily connect these llama models to the Hermes agent using the AI agent class. Just specify your model name and you can directly chat with it or build your AI workflows around those llama models. So for my coding environment, I'm going to be using anti-gravity. If you don't have it installed, just go to antigravity.google/download and download the install installer according to your platform. Then for running the Gemma4 E2B model, we are going to be needing Ollama software. So just go to ollama.com/download and download the installer. Once you have Ollama installed, you just need to copy this Ollama run query, open anti-gravity, expand the terminal by expanding this below pan and pasting the query here. So this will download and run the Gemma4 E2B model in your system. You can directly chat with it like a chatbot or integrate it using ollama.chat in your project. So once this is installing, I'll just give an intro of what we are doing in this project. So we want to build an AI agent pipeline that can ingest or startup meeting notes into a persistent memory layer using TencentDB and can generate some structured VC grade deal memos automatically. So generally, whenever a meeting happens, we get some raw meeting notes or the meeting transcripts from Microsoft or Google Meet. But over time, we can have multiple meetings, and finally, we may need to generate a memo for our higher ups. So instead of passing all of those meeting notes directly into a single prompt, which can confuse the AI, we are going to be building a persistent memory layer basis each of the meetings that are taking place. For the technical step, I'm going to be using Hermes agent for the agentic framework. For sending and receiving the LLM request, I'm going to be using Light LLM library, which can directly route your different requests to the different models if you need. The Gemma4 E2B model will be used from Ollama as our central AI intelligence model. Then for the agent memory layer, we are going to be using TencentDB-Agent-Memory layer, and our core Python language would be Python. So I've listed down all of these libraries in this requirements.txt, and we can install them in one go using a simple pip install our requirements.txt. So just again open the terminal and paste this command here. So this will install all the required libraries that we need. And let's go over the main coding logic in this main.py file. First, I'm importing all the required libraries. Then I have kept my meeting notes in this meeting notes.md file in the same project directory here, and I want the output file generation in this deal memo report.md file. The category of this memory is a deal flow where we have a flow of conversations. The model is Gemma4 E2B model from Ollama, and for sending the Ollama request, we need to specify this URL. It just sends all the requests locally to Ollama models. Then for storing all the memories, I'm going to be using this memory folder inside my same project directory. So this will be used by TencentDB to store all the persistent memory layers. And first step is to read the notes file that we have as an input. I can show you also these are some dummy meeting notes that I have just generated using online AIs, where we have some 3 different meetings, the dates, attendees, and some item points that were discussed in that meeting. So I'm going to be reading this MD file here. Then I will remove all the meeting kind of tags from the file, so we only have the action items, and then create some different blocks for all the different meetings in this blocks list. Then I'll just print how many blocks meeting notes have been printed from the notes file. And first I'm going to wipe all the current memories that we have in case some older session memories get persisted, and then I will go to each of the blocks, remove all kind of hash characters if are there, because in the MD files, if you note, if you double click, you will see all these kind of formattings where titles are specified with hashes and subtitles are specified with double hashes. So in the main coding file, I'm going to remove these double hashes, and then I'm going to read that heading and name it as the label for that meeting. So for the first meeting, let's say the label would be Neurasync AI. Then using the create memory module from the create memory module from TencentDB, I'm going to create this memory category with the given block of that meeting items, and then we need to define the metadata where we have the deal label, which is just the meeting title, and I'm giving a unique index to that specific meeting memory. Then once it is pushed, I'll just print that this memory is pushed with this label. Next, for getting and fetching those memories, I'm going to be using ChromaDB library from Python, which can access all those databases that are created from the TencentDB. I'm going to define the path as a storage path, which we have defined above, which is just this memory folder. I'm going to fetch all the collections of the memory category that we have defined, which is the deal flow, and I'm going to give some user query. Let's say if I want to generate a memo on startup investment deal flow traction valuation risk. So my task is for this key idea, I want to create a memo basis the meeting that we have had earlier. Then I'm getting at max 10 memory blocks. So in case the column.count is greater than 10, it will automatically flow to the 10 value. Then I'm including all kind of documents, metadatas, etc. Then from the given results, I'm just going to fetch the best document by taking just the 0th index, and in case this is empty, we'll just return an empty list. Then our context would be this meeting note only. As it has different bullet points, I'll just join them using new line characters before passing them on to the Gemma4 E2B model. Then I'm going to set up the Hermes agent using the AI agent class. The base URL will be Ollama URL, so all the Hermes requests will be forwarded to the Ollama URL. The model used would be Gemma4 E2B, which we have defined on top, and I'm keeping quiet mode as true just to get clean responses in my terminal window. Then I'm going to define the prompt for my Hermes agent, that it is a senior venture capital partner. Below are the structured notes from the recent startup intake meetings that we have built from our second brain memory system. Then for the meeting notes, I'm going to give the context that we have built above, and then I'm defining a task that it has to write a comprehensive professional D memo report covering all the startups above, and for each company, it should provide a company overview, metrics, valuations, team signals, key risks, and all the other different factors. Then it should end with a portfolio summary table with all kind of key statistics for all the startups. Then final rule is that it should write a crisp VC grade professional tone and there should not be any fluff whatsoever. Then using agent.chat, you can just give on this prompt, and once we get the report, we are just going to write it into another DMD file, which is this output file that we have defined on top. I'm adding some header rows like this is a second brain deal flow report. It is generated at this time. The model was this, and we have taken these many docs as our memory chunks. I'm going to open the output file in a write mode, and using f.write, I'm going to write the header and the report that is generated from the agent. Once everything is completed, we'll just say that the deal memo is written in this output file. Now, once you have set up the ollama model and you have installed all the required libraries from requirements.txt, you can directly run this main.py by just going to the command terminal, open a new terminal, and just type python main.py. So now it is loaded all the 4 meeting nodes from the meeting nodes.md file, and in the memory layer, it is pushing the startup meeting nodes, meeting 1, meeting 2, meeting 3, and then for generating the response, it has retrieved all the 4 memory chunks and sending it to the Hermes agent. So now the Hermes agent is processing all those memory layers and generating the final report. Now the final report is generated in the same current folder where we have the header that this is a second brain deal flow report. It is generated on this time. This is the model. These were the memory chunks ingested, and it has given the structured analysis basis on the provided information. So you see the whole report is properly formatted with all the headings, subheadings, header, and rule bars. For each of the companies, it has given a summary and some bullet points. So now the output file is generated in the same folder. We can take a look at it. It has given the title second brain deal flow report. It is generated on this time. This is the model used, and it has ingested 3 memory chunks for generating the final report. And for each of the startup, it has given the company overview, tractions and metrics, valuations and asks, the team signals, key risks, competitive mode, and the final investment verdict. Then we have all these same kind of paragraphs for each company. We can see that the output is generated in a proper table formats as well, with titles, subtitles, bullet points also given nicely. And let's see if it has given the final summary also that we had asked. So yes, the portfolio summary table is also given with all the companies, the stages, and all the different key metrics also given in the output. And in the footer, it is saying that the report was auto-generated by second brain deal flow analyzer. The memory source is this collection and taken from the ComaDB persistent store. And it's also given some next review date, which is 1st June. So the agent is actually able to take all the memory facts and automatically generate a beautiful VC grade report. And since TencentDB is doing all the heavy lifting of keeping the memory layers, the context window also stays completely clean and error free. Now we can also take a look at where you can use this kind of project. First is the same use case that we have currently done, which is just to automatically generate a first pass deal screening for the higher level vice presidents. Then you can also add an institutional memory of all the evaluated startups that you have done over time, so you have a perfect summary of your corporate venture. Then let's say for different cohorts in your company, you can generate cohort wise portfolio summaries in just seconds. And for every founder conversation with those startups, you can always keep a structured second brain handy for those conversations. Then across different deals, you can do cross referencing of nodes, flag all the risks, and identify some patterns with the generated reports. Then on top of this project, you can also add some more future features. Like with the API involvements, you can directly push these deal verdicts into HubSpot, Notion APIs, etc. Then beside text notes, we can also analyze some pitch deck PDFs or audio recordings of meetings. Then using another fine-tuned model, you can also assign some investment scores for the different startups that you are evaluating. Then we can add some algorithm or model to do the trend detection, where we analyze all the different patterns across the deal pipeline. And then we can also add some Python modules to automatically generate some emails basis your personalized acceptance or rejection formats for each of the verdicts. So that is how you can give your local AI agent a massive memory upgrade. And as we saw in this project, you can pull a 3-week summary in a VC grade memo instantly. Everything is done completely free of cost on your own system without any involvement of API keys or risk of usage restrictions. All your data also stays completely on your own local device, so there are no privacy risks as well. If you want to get started with the project, you can grab the codes and the readme file with the step-by-step instruction on how to set up the project. Just check the link in the description and pin comments, where I'll be putting all these files in a GitHub repository. Comment down below if you have some suggestions for me to build some more local AI projects, and follow the channel for more such AI builds, updates, and workflows.